I am answering frequently asked questions that beginning clothing brands ask. So let's get straight into it. By the way, my name is Eddie, not on the brand called E-Star. Go look it up, twin. Come on now, let's get straight into the video. So first question on the list is, how do I find a good manufacturer? And to find a good manufacturer is pretty simple. You literally could just go to Alibaba, right? Or buy somebody's list, whatever the case may be, right? You go to Alibaba, search for the product that you want, and then you go to verify sellers, response time, put all the checks in, and then you find the one that has the longest history, right? That has 15 years, 8 years, 4 years, 5 years, right? And then you contact them, and then you don't stop right there. You contact at least 15, depending on how much you really want to contact as much as you want. You contact all of them, and then you talk to all of them, right? You ask them MOQ, you ask them prices, you ask them sample prices. You keep asking them all these questions that you need for your drop, and then the manufacturer, whatever the best price is, and you also ask for pieces that are similar to yours. Can they show you resemblance of them? Like, can you show some pieces that are kind of like mine? And then they send you pictures of that, and then you go off base of the data. So then you scan all the manufacturer's player builds, right? You scan all the manufacturer's player builds, and then boom, then you pick which one will be the best for you, and then you test them out and work. It's literally testing out. You just have to test. Even if you buy from somebody's list, right, you still have to test, because just because it works for somebody doesn't mean it might work for you. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, it's pretty simple. I wouldn't suggest working with Pakistan unless you want to. But China is really where it's at right now. I know Pakistan is too much, but I say if you're gonna go Pakistan, you might as well just go with print on demand service, right? If you really just don't have the funds. So yes, China is super expensive, but the quality is definitely there. Boom ski. But if you do go to Pakistan, buy it off somebody's list. Now we on to the next one, chat. We ramping through these hoes like toilet paper, bro. Come on. So look, how should I price my product? Somebody asked me this the other day. How should I price my product? Like, how should I price it, right? So I would say always, before I was not doing this, before my cold sweatsuit drop, right? So when I was doing enter and start, right? Before I was not doing this, I wasn't pricing my products right. So for example, a really good profit margin is, I would say, do not go below 40 if you're just starting out. Never go below 40, but it's 40 and up. Anything, I would say even 45. I say you at least got to make 50%, right? You got to at least make 50%. The goal is to make at least like crazy profit margin. But when you first starting off, at least 50%, 40%. So basically, if you have a product and it costs you $30 to make, right? Shit. So if the product costs you $20, right, and you're selling it at 40, right, and the customer has to pay shipping, right, and all this other stuff, and you got all these fees, right? You got to add up all these fees and see how much you're actually making at the end of the day, right? Plus taxes, all that good stuff. I would say you at least want to be making around, let's say if you're selling a product for 20, I would say, give or take, if you're selling a product at 20, you should sell it for 58. Boom skis. So yeah, next question, twin. Come on, because at the end of the day, like, we actually got to make money from this, and it's not even like our clothes are like cheaply made. They're really good quality, and $20 for a hoodie is pretty pricey at the end of the day. So I say at least minimum is 48, but we really want to get at that 65 mark just because of how gas it is. So, and also, if the product costs, you got to add in the shipping, all that good stuff. So if the product if your product costs, basically you just want to make sure you got good margins. It just ain't. And also, if your product costs, right, to get your product shipped, so look, if your product costs per product, right, costs $20 for it to get shipped to you, plus custom packaging, plus tags, and to arrive to you, right, and get made, right, and if it's $20, like, add all that stuff up and you're selling it for 58, I think that's valid. But I would probably go even more, like 65 maybe. So yeah, and also make the customer pay for shipping. So yeah, we selling good clothes out here. We ain't selling no bullshit. So now we on to the next one. How can I make my brand stand out? So with standing out with your brand is literally just creativity is based all on the person, right? Because if you really want to stand out, you can't be designing the clothes yourself. I mean, my bad. Wait, whoa. You can't have a designer design your clothes, because when you have a designer design your clothes, especially when you're first starting out and they're not on a payroll or nothing, and you're not a huge brand, a lot of designers be selling like designs that they already sold, and they make trendy designs to where, like, so people could buy, so it's not crazy unique. So I feel like being like making your brand stand out also adds in like, oh, you got to design your own pieces, because that's where your mind is like super freely. And if you're, I mean, if you identify as a creative person, then that's where that comes into play, you know what I'm saying? And that also equals into like just being different. So being different could mean so many things. It's just like try to be unique as much as possible. So what being unique is like, it's not even that hard to be unique. It's more so just doing things other people aren't doing. That's it. So for example, if the average person, right, for like blue jeans, right, so average people, like on average, right, the amount of blue jeans you see out your day is like insane. Then they have the circle button, then they have the same pockets on the side, all that good stuff. If you just make a piece that the jeans are like a dark purple, right, and then they have like a square button or like square pockets, and the pockets are upside down and you have multiple pockets, you're already unique. Like there's nothing like that. So being unique is just like just editing little slight things that are like you'll see on an everyday basis, or even you'll see on online. So what's really trending right now is like slit up tees, right? That wasn't a thing before, but now it's a thing. So if you get what I'm saying, so just changing little things, so just changing the shape and the color of things, it really helps a lot with being unique with your brand. And also like designs and stuff, designs is like, it's free world, like you could literally do anything. So yeah, that's like my go-to with that. Damn. So now we on to the next one, right? How do I find my target audience, right? So one of those, this type of question kind of just, it depends on you. I feel like if you like to pick your target audience, since you're going to be passionate about your clothing, right? I hope you're going to be passionate, right? Your target audience when you're first starting off should be you, right? What do you like? Like, what do you like? Because that's the easy way to go about it. If you pick something that you like, it's so easy, because then you could just make clothes that you like. So your target audience is you, and you could find other people like you. Say if you're into goth or crazy ass designs, or even like streetwear, ATL, Atlanta nigga, or just hood nigga shit. So create things that pertain to you so you can attract that same audience, because you'll fall in love with it. And as your brand goes on, and as you develop in your style, your creativity, then you could really just keep escalating that with the brand. And then people that really fuck with you just gonna keep connecting with you because they just like you. So yeah, pretty simple, pretty easy. I would say do that if you first starting off, right? Now we on to the next one. How much inventory should I get for my first drop if my people are going pre-made, right? So I would say if you're gonna get pre-made off your first drop for the inventory, I would go low MOQ, low as possible, and try to spike the demand high as shit. So even with like continuous drops, say if you have a really good product and a winner product, and you're trying to build like you're trying to charge a lot for your brand, right? Because everybody's trying to charge a lot for their brand, or a lot of people don't have that goal. I don't really have that goal in mind. We'll probably later down the line when my demand gets crazy. But when the demand gets high and we have a low amount of orders, right, and it's super hard for people to buy, when there's a lot of people trying to buy, the demand goes crazy, right? So we all want to make money, but if you keep growing your demand, it will just you'll make tons of more money in the future. Tons, like so much more. So if you keep going with your demand, so if you keep it at a low MOQ, like say if you do your first drop low MOQ, second drop low MOQ, third drop low MOQ, then you keep going slightly up and you just keep selling out, you'll just keep building demand for the same product, and it's just amazing. So I would say try to go lowest as possible if you're just starting out for if you're going pre-made for your inventory, because I know a lot of people are saying pre-orders dead, and a lot of people are switching to pre-made and going pre-made for their first drop. So yeah, that was a big one. I would say go with that, twin. So really good question. What makes a good website for your clothing brand, right? So I've been seeing a lot of websites. I saw this brand that has 85K and their website was horrible. So throw out money, throw out a whole bunch of things, right? So what makes a really good website is how convertible the website is, right? When people get on the page, is it hard to look at, and is it easy to navigate? That's what makes a good website. Not the colors, not none of this shit. Super simple, easy to use. It has fast speed times and everything. As soon as I get on the page, I see the product and I'm able to buy just like that. So what makes a really good website is simple things, right? So Shopify had added, I'm just gonna put a quick little tip. I'm pretty sure everybody has this now. Is before they used to have a 3-page checkout, which would lower down conversions, but now it's a 1-page checkout, so like the person doesn't have to skip and think about buying. You want to, like, with a good website, you want to make it so people can't even have a second thought about buying. So if as soon as they get on your website, they go to the home page, they see they see your product and they can just buy it instantly, boom, that's perfect. So make your website, I would say, if you're gonna go website, go black. Don't go no colors. I mean, if you're gonna go colors, I still wouldn't go colors. I saw this one website, it was neon, it was all red with neon green. That was so hard to look at. Literally, I say if you're gonna do a website, do literally simple colors, right? That aligns with your brand. I say white and black is the best combo, either black or white or black. That's the best combo ever in all e-commerce. It's literally the best. It's super simple, super easy to use. But I see other like things like, say, like cream and gray, or like just gray. Like, go something that's simple and that isn't too hard on the eyes. Okay, now we're gonna get some critical things. Have social proof on your website. It doesn't matter if it's a banner or even like the Instagram thing at the bottom, or even when you slide to the product, it's social proof, right? Have social proof on your website. So if you're running ads, or if people just coming on your site, you're trying to make a sale to these people, right? So you're trying to make a sale to these people. So if you do that correctly, man, if people see that other people are wearing it, it just gives them influence, like, oh, I'm gonna just buy it because fuck it, because I see a whole bunch of people are in it. So have social proof, right? Also, you wanna have frequently bought together. Say if you have multiple products, have frequently bought together. Have a really good description page. Don't have a super long description, because most people don't read. Like, a lot of people don't read books, so you don't need a long description, right? I would say just try to make your product page as small as possible, as in like the product, not like what's under the product, but like just the product page. I would say if you have reviews on your have reviews on your products after you get reviews, and then after under the cart button, also you could add in Klarna and Shop Pay, right? So Klarna and Shop after the under the price, you want to add Shop Pay and Klarna, because those are the things that people can use for installments. So you want to also have that right on your product page, so people can see, oh, they can use Klarna and I don't have to spend a whole $40 or $60 just to buy this product. I could literally just use Klarna and I could spend $7 for the next 2 weeks, and 2 weeks after that. So people just be like, oh, I can actually afford this now because you have Klarna. Actually, so then you want to have the size, right? After that, you have the add the cart button. After that, you want to have trust badges, right? I realized how good trust badges are. Before, I was slacking on trust badges, but trust badges are really good. And I'm gonna give an example, because trust badges, for my trust badges, I have 14-day return policy, ships out quickly, 1 to 4 days, and also free shipping over orders with $100. So trust badges just gives a comfortable feel to the customer, like, oh, I could return my product if I don't like it. Oh, it ships out pretty quick. Oh, it's free shipping. So it makes somebody easier to buy, especially if they know returns. So I think everybody should offer returns on their website, right? I think everybody should offer returns. The reason why I say this, because 90% of people don't return unless you got an asshole or somebody gets sent the wrong product, right? But if you just add returns, you'll probably lose a couple orders, but you'll gain a ton more, because you just become way more trustworthy. Like Amazon offers returns, Walmart, everybody offers returns. So if your store offers returns, then you'll be straight. Also, now we got our announce header. For your announce header, just make it simple. Just have all the key details. For me, I got free shipping on all orders over 100. Then I got 14-day returns, and then I got BOGO 25% off, because that's the deal. And also on your header, on your home page, you want to have your whatever your deal is or whatever it is, just have it straight on the home page. Like, it's super simple. It's like a website just wants to be easy to use. Like, don't make it too much. And also focus on the phone website, because most people are on their phone. Damn, I'm talking for a minute. So now we on to the next one. So should I focus on a niche or a super broad audience? I think you should focus on a niche. The reason why I say focus on a niche, nice ding by the way, reason why I think you should focus on a niche is because when you focus on broad, it's really hard to be able to sell to everybody. Like Walmart, like even think about it, like stores like Amazon broads to everybody, right? It literally broads to everybody. Even TikTok, it broads to everybody, because they created a system to where like they know what you would like they know what each individual person likes when they hop on their app or their website. Like, think about it, your TikTok literally resembles you, your Amazon resembles you. So literally they just show you things that you like. So that's the best way to go broad. But since we're just beginners and we're starting out, it's super hard, especially for clothing brand owners. So I would just suggest pick a niche. Even like, not even like Walmart is a pretty broad too, and it's like it's super hard to sell because you have to sell a lot. It's like it's really hard. You have to, you know what I'm saying? So I would suggest you go with a niche, because with a niche you could literally double down. And also, if it's your favorite niche, then that makes you more connected to the brand. So I suggest you go with a niche, you know what I'm saying? So look, boom, how to create a product that sells good. So let's break this down for y'all. Basically how to create a winner product. So the way I go about creating winner products, right, now I'm more like known to them, like, oh, I know this is gonna be a winner product, right? Just because off the fact, because I know my audience. So once you know your audience, it makes it 10 times easy to create a winning product. But I'm gonna just give y'all some quick tips. So when I was running my old brand, right, so for my old brand, it's the same brand, I just rebranded, by the way. For my old brand, I realized this, like, I realized that colors are super duper important, and I'm gonna break this down for y'all. Colors are the biggest tool that you could use, right, just for anything, right? So I'm gonna give y'all like a top 15 color list, right? Because I know y'all niggas be using mustard yellow and all this bullshit, which you can use any color you want, especially if you're making one-to-one pieces. But I'm just give y'all the game, because I know a lot of brands, they do one-to-one. But if you want to create like if you're just starting out, you want to create a good product, and so product, you just want to make friendly colors, right? So boom, first thing first, the number one color on the list, we all know this is the color black. Everybody has black in their wardrobe. It's not a single person you know that doesn't have black in their wardrobe. Next color on the list is gray. Gray is like the twin of black. It's just a lighter version. Everybody got gray in their closet. Also, I'm wearing a gray type t-shirt right now. Everybody got gray. Next one on the list, now we get into the real colors. See, these could go which way, but what I have shown with my old brand is that UNC, like the light blue, it goes down. I was selling, I probably made like literally like, I think almost like 5 figures just off of just a colorway called UNC. So with UNC, it's crazy, bro. It's so many UNC shoes, kind of just like red, right? Red and UNC kind of goes tie to tie, because red, there's so many red shoes, so many UNC shoes, so many blue shoes. It's just so easy to make. So boom, we got that. Now we got our easy to wear colors, our neutral colors, or even our earth tone colors. For example, our dark greens, our browns, earth tones, and all that good stuff. So those are really, really good, like army and all that good stuff, right? Now we on to the next one. We got, you can even throw navy into the mix, but now we got pink and purple, right? Those two just tying together and just make a really, really nice. So pink and purple are just beautiful together. Not together, but just in general. Like, I think pink is better than purple though, because a lot of people like the color pink. I really do like the color pink. My freaking mouse pad is pink, so pink is that top tier color, right? Now we on to the next one. I would say is even like white. White is a really good color, but I personally wouldn't buy a white hoodie. I would buy a white t-shirt. So always go with white. White is literally supreme. I was talking about like more like hoodies aspects, but white is, when it comes to t-shirts, white is the number one, of course. So yes, that's what I would say. Like, earth tones are really big, all that good stuff. So if you want to create a really good product, I would suggest you start off with black, a color that everybody will wear. And so now, to create a winner, like now this is just going off the base of my experience, right? To create a winner product, it's super easy to sell when you create products that aren't like are just one color palette, right? So for example, say if you have a brand that's really good at this, is Cythical, right? I think that's how you say it, Cythical, right? Whatever the case may be, a brand that's really good at this is that, I'm gonna pop a couple pictures on the screen. They just go dummy with this. Like, it's so good. It's like super duper good, and it just it went crazy because a lot of people fuck with the colors. Like, it's so simple and easy, and just makes me want to buy. Say if I like the color green, say if I like the color blue, instead of making a piece that's green and red, like the Christmas colorway, no, I suggest you just go one color palette, because one color palette is super duper easy to sell, and it's easy for people to wear, right? It's really nice. Or I would say, if you don't go the color palette, right, you go like rainbow, like add a bunch of colors into, like, add a lot of colors into your design or your garment or whatever. I would say rainbow. Like, a lot of people are starting like a lot of colors, so I would say like rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Like, adding multiple colors. I did this with this shirt that I dropped, and it did really good. So I would say a lot of colors are really good as well. And then also with selling, how to make a selling product, create a wow factor. When you create a wow factor, it's so easy, because that's a +1 to your marketing, right? So if you create multiple wow factors to your product, then it just adds to your marketing. Like, so I have seen, I'm not a big fan of this, so I've seen like the headphone shit inside the hoodie, and that just adds to marketing to, like, for like students who like keep their hood on, they want to keep their headphones on or whatever, right? And also satin hoods. A lot of people like satin hoods because it doesn't mess up their hair. If they got waves, curls, dreads, all that good stuff, satin hoods, right? Also really smooth zipper. Also, boom, we got a QR code on the sleeve you can bring to the brand, whatever. whoop the whoop. Then we got pockets here, or like something that adds convenience, like I could put something in my sleeve or something that's really cool like that. So if you just add wow factors to your products, then it's going to be really amazing. Like even the design could be a wow factor. Say if the piece is super simple but the design is crazy, that's a wow. Whew, shit, man. So that's why I would say how to create a really selling product in just easy terms. I could go super in depth with that, but you know what I mean, so yeah, now we on. Damn, I've been talking for a minute. I need to find cheap manufacturers. Where do I find them at? Say if I got low funds for my brand, I would suggest you just go straight to print on demand, just because it's super duper easy and samples are pretty affordable when you go print on demand. So when you go print on demand, samples are super duper affordable. And yeah, so if you don't got that much funds, I don't suggest you just buying a $250 sample. I suggest you go print on demand and get multiple colorways, probably only two colorways, get multiple colorways, and then try to get as much people as possible in them. So if you got low funds, I suggest you go print on demand. A really good one that I'm using right now is Pod Partner, so go check that out too. And come on now, I'm giving the game, we running through these hoes, man. What are some, so look, well, now we got the next one. What are some incentives I could add to my customers' packaging, or just like discounts and stuff like that? So I got a couple on the line, right? I think that are really cool that I did. So stickers are a big one, because once they stick it onto something, it's most likely never gonna come off. So if they put it on their laptop or even like their refrigerator or something like that, it's never gonna come off. It's gonna stay there. So stickers are a big one. Then we got wristbands, right? Keychains, right? Thank you cards with discount codes on them, custom packaging, right? That makes you super memorable with your brand. So I suggest, right, always add some incentives. That's what I'm working on right now. We're getting some new stickers for our customers when we go fully pre-made, so I can't wait for that too. The sticker designs go crazy. So yeah, I would suggest with stickers, create a character. Creators are like, they're super cool, everybody like them, and it's just super aesthetically pleasing. So that's another thing you could do. Just search up things that I could put in my packaging, or even add like, oh, you get a beanie, because beanies are really affordable and cheap. So things of that nature. So yeah, this is a cool one, right? Okay, I'm gonna break this whole thing down. So how do I manage my time with running my brand? I'll be busy with work, or you might have school. I'm busy with school, whatever, right? So I have look, how to manage your time with your brand. So first thing first, drop everything except for the main things in your life. Number one, drop everything. The only thing I do is make YouTube videos and work on my brand. And sometimes, actually, let me rephrase this, right? So most of the times, so I would say drop your daily habits to a minimum, right? So for example, say if you hang out with your friends every day, I suggest you hang out with them max 1 to 2 times a week. You got a girlfriend, max 1 to 2 times a week. Or if you live with her, whatever the case may be. I say if you binge watch Netflix or TikTok or that bullshit, but barely even do that at all. Like, come on, like, what are we doing? If you're on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, it should just be for literally just doing market research. I do a lot of market research, and I also do a lot of time wasted on TikTok and stuff like that, but I try to like regroup myself back every time I do it, so I'm getting better with that. I ain't perfect either, but I'm telling you right now, drop all the, if you do any type of crazy substances, bro, like you go out party all the time, or you chilling with the homies, no, like cut all them things out, because once you start cutting all these bad things, well, I see them as bad, I don't know about you, once you cut all these bad things, they just help you think clearer and open up more time for your brand. So now what you're gonna do on your daily basis is just focus on your brand in school, or brand in job, and or brand or whatever you got to do. So if you just literally tighten that up, you'll be straight. Like, that's literally what I do all day. I just work and record YouTube videos. Like, that's literally the best thing of my day, and I find it so enjoyable, so I don't need to do any of the extra shit. So yeah, now we on to the last and final one for the day. I don't know how long this video gonna be, but now, so look, boom, we got, how do I plan a successful drop for my brand? So for a successful drop, is really just you gotta plan. Like, that's the best. Like yeah, I know it says plan in the question or whatever, but plan out your drop and just follow the plan and just stick to the plan, and don't like tweak it crazy, but stick to the plan. So say if your drop is like within a monthly span, right, and your drop doesn't do good first day, go back to see what you did and try to reiterate. Also, get a mentor. When you get a mentor, you can skip all the mistakes they did, and it just makes it super easier. If you're super bad at designing, get a designer. It's that simple. So if you really want a successful drop, I would say get a mentor, right? If you have the funds, get a mentor, right? Do a hella market research. You do hella market research. Create a really good design. Ask people what they think about the design. Create a good design or get it made, right? Also, start making content even without your sample. Start building your personal brand so you can just get the idea of posting on social media. Yes. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Calm little free game video. Clothing brand sauce. First link in the bio. Free Discord, first link in the bio if you want to go get that. Come on, 20 Slack. I'm finna catch all y'all young boys later, you feel me? Deuces, you feel me? Also, E-Star back to school tees out right now. Deuces, you feel me? I'll catch y'all boys later.